with Bryce Saddoris at the World Wrestling Championships. His day's done here. Got off to a really good start, and got yourself into this tournament. Talk a little bit about your first round.
First round, went out, just kind of wrestled how I had planned on wrestling here at the Worlds, which was moving on my feet, trying to get a lot of motion, getting guys tired, and also being strong at parterre. So first match worked out really well. Went out, stuck to my game plan, and I was able to get a pin, so I was super excited because that was part of my goal, is making sure that I had a real good first round to be able to just establish the entire tone of the tournament throughout the day.
Right, and you went out there. Next round was against a guy who's got a pretty high world ranking, and pretty much an even match. The referees hit you and didn't hit him. What were your thoughts about it? Whether that was called for, or whether you'd like to settle it a different way?
Obviously, I would have loved to have the call, but going into this tournament, I just put in my mindset that I was not going to get any calls, so I was going to have to wrestle through whatever the refs were going to call out. But it just boils down to you got to be able to score, and being a great wrestler or a wrestler who's going to be able to medal here on the senior level, you got to be able to score. You got to be able to score points when you need them, especially in the last 30 seconds. And I wasn't able to come up with some points, but great learning experience. I was super honored to be here. Had a phenomenal time. Loved the training, good training camp, but it also just establishes what I need to work on and get ready for next year.
Well, you basically went even with a guy who went deep into this deal. I mean, does that put in your mind that you're at a level where you can compete here, and you'd like that opportunity for another chance to come back and medal?
Well, definitely, and I had no doubt that although I'm very young on this Greco style, but I knew without a doubt that I could hang with any of these guys here at this tournament, and I just knew that my hard work would pay off, and it was a learning curve throughout the past week, but Coach Lindland and Ahad and Halverson, they all did a great job getting me ready for this tournament and making sure that I'd be able to come out here and compete and be able to get a medal. So, but other than that, yeah, it does give me justification that I can hang with the best. But like I said, you got to be able to just go one level above to get those matches and get the big wins.
So you're a Division I All-American, and most of our best Greco guys historically have been out of Division I and been All-Americans and that. I mean, even though you're young to Greco, do you feel that the past background, especially wrestling in college at the Naval Academy, is going to, help you to quickly progress to the point where you're winning the medals here?
I believe so. I think with having the college wrestling background has helped me when it comes to scrambling positions. I guess I become more of a more unorthodox wrestler because I do have that scrambling background, and the transition at first was a little tough as far as keeping my hips in and not out and being able to grab legs, but I felt that the transition was not unbearable. It wasn't too hard, and I do think that a lot of college kids that look at Greco and go, well, I can't grab the legs, how am I supposed to take them down? The transition is easy, and it has helped me a ton to be able to wrestle in college and come here and wrestle Greco. So I don't think it took anything away as far as me not going straight from high school to USOEC or the OTC. I think it gives me a certain dynamic that is unique compared to most Greco wrestlers who have wrestled Greco their entire lives.
Well, how about being part of this team? I mean, the coaches and athletes. It's a good experience, good group of guys.
It has been. All the ways down from the guys like Raymond, Pat Smith, Sammy Jones, all those guys that were here for us to be able to drill on them. I think that they did a phenomenal job. And I think that just the team dynamic as well was good. We were all here supporting each other. always constantly checking up on each other's weights. I think that this team really has come together over the past couple weeks, especially being in Kazakhstan. Where,
yeah, it must have been interesting.
Where, we did kind of have to hang out with each other because there wasn't much to do. So we had a good time there, and especially with the coaches, they really made sure that we were doing stuff together and having a great time. So, it was good training all around, and I think that a lot of us wish we would have done a lot better, but I think that we're starting to improve, and I think that here next year we should get more medals.
Thanks a lot, Bryce.
No problem.
Appreciate that.